Hey guys, I just figured I'd sit down and do this video. This battle's really just rage-filled, so I figured it'd be cool to share with you guys. But you guys know I've been doing fairly well with my uploads as of late. I was out of town last week, that's why the second half of last week's set didn't get uploaded, as well as this week's as well. I'm just trying to get calm, to get ready to get back in the swing of things. So hopefully starting next week we're going to get back into the better swing of things. So this was a test for the team I was going to bring next week, but as of this recording, this team is trash. This is garbage. I am never touching this team again. I'm going to be lucky if I ever touch the Pokemon on this team ever again, which is saying something. But Mega Aggron is going to come into the field. He does trace my Sturdy, which is really freaking just a sweet idea. I don't know if you plan that or not, but he's going to Ice Beam away. I guess he's just kind of testing damage. So I know none of this thing's moves really affect Aggron or much at all. So I set up the rocks, which is fine, and he is going to double out and go into his Milotic. But yeah, like I said, this battle is so rage-filled. I threatened to break my 3DS, my game card, just anything around me at the end of this battle, just because the sheer frustration of what goes on later is absolutely absurd. And oh, by the way, you might have noticed there's actually Pokemon audio. I found out how to disable the in-game music, and so I just kind of threw in my own. This is the stuff my buddy made for me a while back, so kudos to him, and we can actually hear some Pokemon sound effects, which is cool. And sorry if you hear little ticks and stuff here in the background as well. I actually was playing on my computer while this was recording. So I'm going to switch into my superior here. I knew that Aggron wasn't going to be able to touch this thing. We see he's carrying two utility moves, the Aqua Ring and the Recover, which is ridiculous. But I'm going to go for the Glare here, which is fine with me. I know now that I forgot about this thing's Marvel scale. So Ice Beam is going to come in and actually, I kind of expected that to one-hit KO me, but this is probably not that specially invested stat-wise. But we are going to take a huge chunk away from its HP with the Giga Drain. Really should have gone for a second Giga Drain here, but he does get the Para. That's unfortunate, but considering what happens later in the battle, I'm not even remotely sorry for what happens here at the start. So he's going to switch out and go into his Ursaring right here. This thing, I'm really mad that he made me knock out an Ursaring for one thing, because I freaking love Ursaring. You guys know that. But Ursaring is not going to be able to take a Leaf Storm at all. He does live with a little bit of HP, but after getting my special attack boost and all that fun jazz, we are going to see he is got the poison or toxic orb, so he's either Quick Feet or gosh dang it, Guts. I think Guts is another ability for this thing. I only think of Quick Feet. But we are going to Giga Drain and take out like its last 6 HP, something like that. So since it is Life Orb, we are going to be taking a bit of a toll from it, but that's okay. It's not really a big of a deal. He's going to bring out the Charizard, which is fine with me. It's going to take a 50% from the rocks. And we're going to see it as Mega Charizard Y, which is just fine with me. I'm not really too concerned about Superior anymore. It's kind of done its job. It's done a lot of damage to the Milotic. So I go for the Giga Drain here just to kind of test damage. It actually does a lot. I was really surprised with how much damage that thing got away with doing. So next turn, I'm just going to leave Superior in and go for nothing, because I'm going to get KO, which is really unfortunate. But I kind of saw that coming from a mile and a half away, so not really too concerned. I am going to go into my Landorus here. Mostly because I know that I can take pretty much anything he has to throw at me. I resist both of his stabs, and I think that's pretty much, for the most part, all Charizard Y gets access to, really. But however, I'm going to miss my first Stone Edge due to the Protect, and second Stone Edge is going to go off, and I do outspeed because this is Scarfed. No, pardon me for a second. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it is a crit. Crit did not matter at all in any way, shape, or form. And we are going to be in a bit of a good spot right now. He's going to bring in the Gyarados here, which is really unfortunate. So he is going to have the Intimidate. Actually, no, this is Moxie. He does get the luck and avoid the first D-Dance, or first Stone Edge, and get the D-Dance off. And this is Moxie. I didn't notice that the first time we played. He is going to Waterfall, though. And here's where things get really odd. We're going to live on 9 HP. I guess he forgot that Sun weakens water's attacks, so that's really the only reason why we survived. So that's pretty good luck on our part. But again, like I said, does not freaking matter. What happens later nullifies all of this. I am still pissed. But he's going to bring in Sylveon here. See, I can't even really be that mad about it, because looking back at it, it's just so rage-worthy that I'm just laughing about it now. Sylveon is not going to be able to take the Stone Edge very well. However, his HP, I don't even know what HP it is. It's not super effective. I think it's Fire, because it does a lot of damage to Aggron here in a second. However, Aggron's going to come in here, and I'm just going to Heavy Slam away. I know, hopefully, that I should be able to take one special attack because of Filter. We are going to live on about 19 HP, and I'm just going to Heavy Slam away and take this thing out. Get it out of my way, don't like it, don't want to see it ever again. So, yeah, Sylveon, not really much of a problem. That's why I like Aggron. It can take hits and dole them out just as well. Especially with the freaking Filter. This freaking piece of trash, stupid Porygon's going to come in. He's going to double out, though. So he's going to go into with my Milotic here again, and we're not going to be able to do anything. I Heavy Slam, and I'm just going to go down to the Rocky Helmet, which is really unfortunate. But he's going to take the rock damage, but unfortunately, since he is carrying the Recover, there's not really much we're going to be able to do to him in the long run. I really wish I had left it in, but there's only so much you can do. Aggron is going to go down. I'm going to bring in Raikou here. And here is where things just get bad. That's the only way to describe it. If you've never really seen me angry or heard me be mad in a video before, this might be the first time ever that I'm actually just going to sit here and I might even just sit here in frustration and silence. He's going to trace my pressure, which is not really that big of a deal. And I go for the Calm Mind, or no, I go for the T-Bolt here, first attack, just to kind of get some damage off of this thing. Next turn I go for the Calm Mind. I'm thinking, hey, this thing can't touch me right now. What's the worst that could go wrong? Well, my friends, this is what could go wrong. He goes for the Tri-Attack here. We know Tri-Attack has a couple different things that can happen. Gets a 20% freeze. Now, I don't know what you guys know about a Calm Mind Raikou, but it's fairly thick, especially defensive. So, we're going to sit here and he's going to stall back to full HP. Not really that big of a deal. It's okay. Again, we are frozen, obviously. So, we're still going to be frozen second turn. So, he's going to try attack and start to dwindle away as I both recover and sit there and take residual just crap from the freeze. So, first turn we're frozen. That's okay. Second turn, frozen again. Still, he's just going to sit here and try to dwindle us down with the Tri-Attack. It's no big deal. We can take it. We can recover pretty much all that damage right away. However, we're frozen the third turn. I didn't actually count these the first time, but holy crap, 3 turns of freeze is a bit ridiculous. And obviously, this is going to be a long haul because we keep taking a little bit of damage and keep recovering half of that damage back pretty much. Frozen for 4 turns now, and I'm still absolutely livid about this. It's not even funny, and this was like 4 hours ago now. So we're just going to keep taking Tri-Attacks even though we're frozen for 5 turns. So, okay, now I know it's 5 turns of freeze. Just freaking all my rage and hatred towards this freaking match. I really hate that I decided to keep this just for uploading it for my anger purposes. 6 turns of freeze. We are at 6 freaking turns worth of freeze right now. This is the most BS I've ever seen in a match. 7 or almost 7 turns worth of freeze. It's ridiculous. I am still just so livid. But it's not that big of a deal. He's going to switch out, go into the Milotic. Thank God that thing is off the field. Just, I'm so happy. I'm ecstatic that that thing's off the field. But with the switch, we are going for the Nasty Plot. I know that pretty much everything I do at this point is pretty moot because Grass Knight is going to do enough to take this Milotic out. Unfortunately, since it is since Grass Knight does hit physically, we are going to take a bit of damage from the Rocky Helmet. And at this point, all he's got left is the Porygon. I repeat, all he has left is the gosh Daniels Porygon. We've got our Infernape, and we've got our Sharpedo in the back. This thing's going to take a close combat to the face with one of the most useless abilities in the game right now. It's going to take a close combat to the face. What in the world is happening? I do not know. This Tri-Attack's going to crit me, and I'm still just really pissed. Because if you thought that was bad, it's not over yet, kids. He's going to bring in... I'm going to bring in Sharpedo. I'm going to go for Aqua Jet. I'm like, hey, he doesn't have that much health. Wrong. He lives on 7, gets the... He lives on 7 HP. He told me this after the fact. Lived on 7 HP, gets the recover off, is back to full freaking health, and there is not a gosh Daniels thing I can do to this stupid Porygon 2 now. I am just forever pissed off at this thing. If I see another Porygon 2 anytime I ever battle in the future, I'm just going to turn my system off, break it in half, and set it on fire. That is how I feel about this stupid piece of trash Pokemon. Because no matter what I did, nothing. This thing is the epitome. Oh, good news is we get the defense drop. Bad news is we get freaking thunderbolted to death. I'm having none of this. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed my frustration and anger and suffering more than I did, because I'm not happy about this match at all. Thanks for watching, guys. You'll see you next week with hopefully new sets of battle, new team. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.